Rock Stadium, folks. It is filled to capacity. Everybody has been waiting for this college football Saturday, and we are just about set to get ready to rock and roll. It's the Oklahoma Sooners taking on the Miami Hurricanes. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Hurricanes take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Hurricanes now 1st and 10. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
The ball carrier.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down, it's Woods. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Intended for number 15.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
3rd and long, it's Daniel. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Thomas barreling ahead. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25.
At their own 42-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Matthews. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
21 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Oklahoma.
They run the counter. It's Thomas, and he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down, Matthews. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Looking to throw on second down. Matthews. And that is caught. Touchdown, Oklahoma. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Sooners have taken the early lead. The Heartbreak Kid connection, one finding the other, and they really make it look easy out there.
Oh, it's a special chemistry that they have, isn't it? And look, we go all the way back to their time in high school. Positions may have changed, roles may have changed, but what doesn't change, their friendship, their connection, and understanding where each is going to be on the field, no matter what the situation.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
First and
12 yards there and a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Scores Sooners 7, Hurricanes nothing.
This is Langford on first and 10. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. 30-yard line, second and 12.
At the 30-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Langford. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Second and 12 at the 45-yard line.
On second and 12. Daniel, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The quarterback taken down and sacked.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
The ball carrier.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down. I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And able to find Green. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
Number 47.
A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10. And they'll get this down to the 10. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3.
At the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
To throw on 2nd down. Matthews under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch, either covering with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on 3rd down, Daniel steps away to his left, and he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A 1st down throw for Daniel. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Out of the gun, Daniel. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
32-yard line.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The Hurricanes now going to send out the field goal unit. This will be from 49 yards out. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
That's the end of the first half. With the scores, Sooners 10, Hurricanes nothing.
(10-0) is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Out is the Oklahoma offense ready for their next They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Oklahoma now with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Matthews. He hits Stewart in the flat. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Matthews. And now he's going to use his legs. And touchdown! How about that? Their quarterback. 37 yards. And the Sooners add on to their lead. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. They'll run on 1st down. Langford, and he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Daniel. Flushed out right. He may try and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way.
Daniel on the keeper.
You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people
under pressure, and down he goes. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. On first down, Matthews. And his throw here is incomplete.
Intended for number 14.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Oh, he fakes a spike. Forced out to his left. And this one's incomplete.
Hughes on the keeper.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Automatic
Yeah, the
first down.
force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, it creates a penalty.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Matthews. And that is caught. Touchdown, Oklahoma. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Sooners add on to their lead.
For the extra.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Now following the touchdown, the Sooners get ready to kick this off. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go? The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the defense. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Woods, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Taken down at the 40.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now here on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for number 85.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here we go on 4th. Daniel. And this is incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Here's 1st and 10 for the Sooners. Now Thomas. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball.
And he is in. Touchdown, Sooners. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Well, for a kid that started his career as a quarterback, he's certainly showing a lot of conviction carrying the football.
Yeah, he is running with some power, and I think he's running some frustration out of his system, don't you think, partner? Because you know he wants to still be a quarterback. But Coach Red O'Brien made the switch. He has gone along with it. And I think he just wants to show that he can contribute and contribute in a big way. And the way he's running the football, there's no doubt about it. They've made the right choice.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Take over 1st and 10.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Shotgun snap for Daniel. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
On 1st down, it's Daniel. Right side catch, Gilmore. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15.
Daniel's pass. Intercepted.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Hammer. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Well, from our vantage point up here in the booth, and look, we have the luxury of kind of seeing the entire play from a bird's-eye view, but his knowledge of blocking schemes seems pretty impressive.
Oh, I would agree with that totally, and I think it's similar to wide receivers that flip over to become defensive backs. Okay, you know what receivers are going to do because you used to do it that way. Well, as a former quarterback, he can see the entire play, the entire blocking pattern, and understand what it looks like before the ball's even snapped. And I think that's to his benefit, and of course, it's benefiting his team.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
carry.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
On the ground, it's Thomas. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say,
and he is in. Touchdown Sooners. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And this offense is running away with this one.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead.
Nothing.
Now following the touchdown, the Sooners get ready to kick this off. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On 2nd down, here's Daniel. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Tonight's
A really solid performance against a ranked opponent as they add a big win to the left-hand column.
Want to talk about a story that's making the rounds, and that's the Heartbreak Kids and their indelible bond. Once again, taking college football center stage at the championship game later on tonight. It has been truly amazing and truly inspirational to watch this amazing journey that these kids have been on from start to finish to this point, showing off their character, their grit, their determination, their heart has been on full display for all of us to behold. And I normally don't say this, but I, for one, will be a Heartbreak Kid in spirit as they take the field in this big game tonight.